Yong. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Yong here and welcome to another trailer analysis. This time we'll be analyzing Assassin's Creed 3's new cinematic gameplay trailer. It really shows off not only the fantastic new game engine, but also some of the new gameplay elements. But before anything, take a look at the trailer.
On this land, I am torn. Part of me wants to fight and repel all outsiders. The other part of me is the outsider. In the name of liberty, I will fight the enemy, regardless of their allegiance. While men of courage write history of this day, the future of our land depends on those who are truly free.
I must say, after years of pretty much the same old formula, Assassin's Creed hasn't felt fresher. As we see in the intro, the game engine is called Anvil Next, which allows for the great looking environments.
On this land.
When he says this land, he of course means America. Radun Hagidun, or more simply known as Connor Kenway, is half English from his father and half Mohawk from his mother, and has lived in his mother's native land.
I am torn.
Here we see a major change for the Assassin's Creed series, which is the ability to parkour across nature. The assassin this time will truly feel more like a predator than ever before. Also confirmed by Ubisoft is that while nature is something that can be used as an advantage, it can also slow down players depending on the harshness of the environments, so nature itself will be a major gameplay aspect.
Part of me wants to fight and repel all outsiders.
Here we have a new weapon, the bow and arrow, which honestly I don't think that's the way you're supposed to hold that. Maybe it's just one of those pre-alpha things.
The other part of me is the outsider.
So again, Connor hints at his origin, half native, half colonist. Now in this bit of footage, we see Connor traversing a city, and judging by the UK flag, it's been colonized. Can't exactly say which city this is, but confirmed cities and locales include Boston and New York, and to some limited degree, Philadelphia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of Anvil Next. The ability to generate hundreds of NPCs at once, allowing for these amazing total war-like scenarios, which players will often encounter.
In the name of liberty, I will fight the enemy.
Connor has had a difficult childhood, constantly under the hostility of colonists, until eventually the conflict escalated to its peak when his entire village was destroyed. Now all Connor wants is justice for his people, fight any tyranny that arises, no matter what side. This leads him to join the Assassin Order in 1770, and 5 years later, the American Revolutionary War erupted, which is where a lot of the game takes place.
Get over here!
Yet another one of Connor's new tools.
Regardless of their allegiance.
So again, nature will play a huge role, including its inhabitants. Expect to see tons of wildlife like bears that will hinder your way.
While men of courage, right?
There will be tons of historical figures throughout 30 years of Connor's life. Yup, this game spans around 30 years. Now, some of these historical figures include George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, Charles Lee, Israel Putman, General Lafayette, John Pitcairn, and I may have mispronounced that, I don't know, and William Prescott.
The history of this day. The future of our land depends on those who are truly free.
And here we see the American flag as it was during the time of the Revolutionary War, and based on Connor's statement, he is definitely a supporter of the American ideals. Players are going to be challenged more than ever in this game, now that enemies themselves can hold powerful armaments such as muskets. Now, players themselves will also be able to carry guns, however they will be smaller and more fitting for an assassin. Apart from blades, we will also be seeing more Native American-like weapons such as the tomahawk. As seen here, players will once again be able to steal the weapons of enemies during combat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time in an Assassin's Creed game in which players can traverse inside the homes of cities quite like this, without any sort of transition. Very cool new feature. Pwned. Horse riding inside cities? Confirmed. Also, even more important, umbrellas? Confirmed. Double pwned. Yep, that is George Washington. And here we can take a look at Connor's smaller guns. Smaller guns. Moving on. Monster pwned. So apart from the constant jizzing in one's pants, expect Connor to be the most mobile and agile assassin yet. I don't think I've quite seen any Assassin's game that grants players the ability to assassinate so many individuals so smoothly. There was literally little to no pause between each kill, which allows for these cool assassination combos. So, look forward to this game on October 31st. That is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in for my personal Let's Plays, and yes, I will be doing an Assassin's Creed 3 Let's Play. And to be updated on my mini-series Skyrim Force Unleashed, be sure to subscribe to my personal channel, Yong. Currently, you will find a modded Skyrim Let's Play, as well as a Morrow Oblivion Let's Play series running in parallel. Also, be sure to subscribe to TGN for more gaming news. Thank you very much, and Yong out!